Yabazalwane, I come to you with a story time. This one, it's funny, it's sad, but it's a lesson type of story. So for those who have been following me for a while, you know that back in 2021, when I got divorced, there was a time where during the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, I went to one of the SABC radio stations and I spoke about financial abuse awareness, which is something that I endured, in my relationship or something that I encountered. So the people of this town where I stay, because I'm a vendor girl, people here speak Pedi and Tswana. So I'm literally an outsider. So I was facing a lot of discrimination, tribalism and whatnot. But there was this one girl, she was like, you know how on Twitter there is Chris Exel, who's like the president of Twitter trolling. So in this town, there's a girl who is the president of Facebook trolling. Like that girl will just drag anyone for whatever, as long as at the end of the day she's making fun of people and she gets to have the final say, and she can't be questioned or challenged because she is the Chris Excel of the Facebook of this town, right? So when it came to me, she was doing the same thing to me. I remember that time there was an entire hashtag hands off our brother, and like people were calling me names, and there was an entire thing, a wave of people just wanting me, my head on a platter, because I remember posts where people were saying that they must just go and set me alight. And obviously, because I was a loud mouth during that time, when they speak, I would always, defend myself. And I was all alone. I didn't have like an army of people defending me. I was defending myself. And this girl was like on me. I remember there were posts before she blocked me, because eventually she had to block me. I think maybe it's one of those things that when you are trolling at somebody and they're not giving in, you end up blocking them because you are used to having the final say in people's lives. I've got this belief that we can all be bullies. We are all capable of being bullies, but we all have the power to decide whether we want to activate or practice that bullyism which is in us or not. So I prefer not to do that. But the one thing that I will do is defend myself. So, meaning that if you bully me, then I will also exercise that. I'll literally just give you the same energy that you give me. So, I was giving her that energy. So, fast forward to now 2024. Ne? This girl, ever since that time when she was bullying me, writing stuff on Facebook saying, hey, baby, she had this boyfriend who always wears a pata, who's a DJ. Like she was upgrading this boyfriend. That boyfriend was even staying at her mother's house. Imagine, they paid Lobola for her, but the boyfriend is staying at the mother's house of this girl in the villages. And they're running a tavern together there. You won't believe that if I tell you that fast forward to this year, I remember this one time I bumped into the boyfriend going into the hospital because the lady was having a baby. Ne. I also bumped into them in a mall. She was pregnant. She has a baby now. And this boyfriend literally like was upgraded by this girl. Like, okay, she doesn't really have much, but comparing to the boyfriend, it was a proper upgrade for the boyfriend to be dating somebody like this girl. That's why she thinks she's the cream de la cream of this town, right? But she's just the cream. It's an empty tin because she doesn't have much. Like her age mates are doing well for themselves. She used to be a cheese girl because of, advantages of back home. But now when you're an adult and you have not done anything for yourself, then literally you are not disadvantaged. You are just an adult who decided not to work hard. Now you are like suffering the consequences of being a spoiled brat. So she thinks she's still the cream de la cream, but because her age mates are doing so well, she's not that which she was when they were growing up together. You get what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, now they've had a baby. Apparently, they were supposed to have an event this past weekend, and I always see her posters. Her posters always look like, those unveiling tombstone type of posters. Yeah, that's how she actually has posters. I don't even know. No offense to the person who create posters for them, but hey, whoever you are, you must do better and you must learn from other people. Because all her posters always look like they want to fly away. People on the poster look like they want to fly away. But anyway, let's continue. So this girl now I hear today that the husband, because now they were married, remember, but these people are still staying in the girl's house. So the guy is literally a sbara makoti. Yeah, it's a mokonyana matswale mokonyana makoti. Yeah, because yeah, you get me right. Eh, the shock of my life today, I find out that this pata pata guy, he is always wearing flip flops. You know, the ones that are usually worn in those Nigerian movies by Nigerian men. Yeah, that's him. So his heels are always white. Jesus, forgive me, my Lord. I'm sorry. But anyway, back to the story. This guy apparently beat this girl up to a pulp because she's cheating on him. Ne? But apparently he started the cheating. Imagine you upgraded somebody from dust to dust, ashes to ashes. You make them better, they come and cheat on you. So because she's a loudmouth and she's a forward girl, these people who are cheating with this guy, it's her family members, just to prove to her because she's a loudmouth. That's why when Kanyimbao says a man will live in the desert without water, you must understand. Right there, where people want to prove a point that we will show you, a man will avail himself for them to show you. That's why you can't just relax. And now you must force this relationship to work because you've already made enemies with everyone. Whenever people are going through stuff on social media, you're the first one to talk bad about them, to trash them, because when you have a beautiful relationship, your relationship is going well. Until this guy comes and shows you flames. Because now, apparently, after the girl, after the guy cheated on the girl with the girl's cousins, the girl also now decided to cheat. So, but then now when she cheats, this crusty guy beats her up. And now apparently the crusty guy is in police custody because the girl decided to get him arrested. Bravo to her for actually going out there and getting this man arrested. But at the same time, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, Jesus, what a sad story. What a sad 360 side. So soon. So soon. Couldn't God at least just make you have this marriage working out because of your loud mouth? Because people like me are going to come here and talk and laugh about it. But for me, I feel like the biggest lesson is that this life is very long, guys. Like this life is very, very long. You must never ever think that because today you are in a position to be speaking nonsense about other people's lives because you've never been through what they've been through or they're doing things in a way that you don't understand or you're not comfortable with. Don't get involved in people's businesses like that, especially with things that you've never experienced. And also, once you're invested to a point where you even start attacking somebody personally, to a point where you make it your own business, that you even block that person. Because if I can tell you that when I bump into this girl, she doesn't even talk to me. But the people we're fighting about, which is like my ex, me and my ex, we reconciled. We laugh together. We are co-parenting proper. Like we are literally friends. We have a good relationship. And here you are. You've been suffering in this relationship which is dysfunctional, which is far more dysfunctional than the one that I exited. That you were saying that I must not make noise about, I must not talk about, hey, don't be talking nonsense. When you've been sitting on hot stove until the hot stove burns you and this man shows you that you see from the ashes where you found me is where I will drag you, is where you are going. So the biggest lesson of this thing is that please stay out of people's businesses, especially people who have seen each other naked. Number two, be humble, especially when it comes to things that involve other people. Because if you're going to be pompous and boastful because of a man, the Adam gender, they will embarrass you. So please be a sister's keeper. Eat humble pie. And also unblock me, my sister. I want you to come to the podcast so that you can tell us how it's like to move from one abusive relationship to another. Is it bad luck or what? Because I when you are the indondlo of relationships, when other people's relationships fail, you are the first one to laugh about. Like you literally laugh about everybody's failed relationship on social media. And then when they trap you, kapata pata ya seta ya khato ya o setafala. Wa se ba se rata se seta wena monna to ra ka lotho la o setafala.